I wasn't even getting responses. It was just about you. And I understand that. I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with it being about you. It's just, do you understand how it built up, how I built it?
About the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Now, like I said, that night, both of us could have done something different. Period. Both of us could have done something different.
The Browns drive about
but
to get started.
Us to get that high and then for the argument actually and the things that were being said, I didn't respect the things that were being said. You just took me 2 weeks ago and told me about how you was thankful for me being the person that you needed me you needed me to be.
4 yards on that.
So I'm under the impression, okay, we doing good. Yeah, I know that my mouth is still slipped here and there, but wrong was a built today, and Raymond, you ain't no St. Louis. So, like, okay, I'm taking that into consideration. So for you to look me in my face and tell me that me trying, basically, you told me trying is not good enough, and that I'm supposed to go to sleep and wake up changed, that's dead. Like, that's not even realistic. No, but that's what you said. You said just nip it in the bud. And nipping it in the bud means going to sleep and waking up and everything has changed. Yes, nipping in the bud means cold turkey. Things Rome was not built for that. Okay, and Raymond, but you cannot say, hold on, you cannot say that I have not been trying.
Respect someone.
Right, but you cannot say that I have not been trying.
Why speak to someone in such a manner that's so disrespectful?
Because I already felt disrespected.
No, I'm talking about and then just carry it on like it's nothing. I'm talking on a daily basis.
Raymond, before that day, I did not disrespect you. And if you did, you did not communicate that to me.
Because you know what? It's no point of arguing every day
about
it. When I get a chance to finally vent about it, then yeah, I'll vent about it. But in the moment, I like to keep it peaceful. But you know what?
But see, you keeping it peaceful is leading me to think that, okay, we're good. If I'm not noticing that I made you feel some type of way, and you're not saying nothing about it, that's on you. Because that's your job to let me know that.
I'm talking about the dirty looks, the slick comments.
What are you talking about, Raymond? I have not been doing that to you before that day.
Sinead,
I have been working on that.
Sinead, you've been saying that you're working on that, but you don't know that.
You acknowledged that I was working on it, so you've been lying to me is what I'm saying.
No. You've been working on it, but I'm saying, like, you still do it. Like, out of nowhere, you just do it.
When?
I'm talking, Sinead.
When? Since that day?
Sinead, if you want me to point it out from here on there, I have no problem
now
with
it don't matter, because we're not together. But in our relationship...
So it's no point in me saying when, because I'm not
I need that for my self-foreclosure, because I'm...
on a daily basis.
Okay, but see, this is my thing. I'm under the impression that I'm working on that. So if I'm not noticing that and you're not saying nothing, Raymond, who is that on? Because when you do something, I nip that. Like, hey, don't talk to me like that. Don't do me. Like, I do it right then and there. Because that's my job, to let you know what's bothering me. So once I say something about what's bothering me, then you fix it or you don't. But if I don't know that something is bothering you, how am I supposed to fix it? But I'm under the impression that, okay, Sinead, you waking up, it's a new day, all right, we're going to work on this you thing again today. So I'm doing my part every day, waking up, since, you know, our last big thing, and you told me what I need to work on. You cannot say that I ain't been trying. You cannot say that I have not respected you more. You cannot say that I have not been talking to you. You acknowledge that. You told me thank you. So this is why I'm asking you when, because up till that day, I'm trying to figure out, well, when did I disrespect Raymond in this span that I've been doing this, because he's acknowledged my work. He told me thank you.
Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that
what I'm beginning to understand is that
might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
It's so fluid in your emotions and who you are.
Because you're feeling it, right?
It don't necessarily stick out to you. But I'm the person that is watching you speak and watching your facial expressions and watching your hand gestures on a daily basis. So I compute all of that. I see it and I take all of that. It's up to me to say, okay, I feel a certain way about it, and it's up to me to address it. But me being the person that I am, I'm saying, you know what, maybe she don't necessarily mean anything, but the way she talked to me, I don't like it, and I do feel like it was disrespectful. But like I said, it's so fluid in your emotions, I don't feel like you even notice it when you do it. But it happens on a daily basis. And like I said, I just take it on the chin.
Tell me that
I just take it on the chin. You do improve.
I'm changing. Why tell me that things are going good and they're not?
You do improve, but it can happen on the spur of a moment. We can be all good, and then you'll do something, and it'll just bug me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't understand it. It's like human nature. Like, why? Don't you see that you talk? You just.
And when I do, haven't I been like, Raymond, I'm sorry.
You have sometimes. Yes, you do.
Right,
sometimes.
so that means that I don't notice it and you feel some type of way. Like, you're right. It is your job to say something to me about it.
It is, and that's my fault. And that's my fault.
It's like you want me to be a psychic
and that's
like,
my fault.
I'm not.
And that's my fault. But it doesn't change the fact that it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it is my fault for not bringing it up every single time. Because if I feel disrespected or a certain way every single time, then I should probably bring it up every single time.
So do you understand that, with that being said, how I feel like that every time our relationship ends, I feel like I don't get the fair chance?
Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what
See, you're saying that after the fact. I feel that way during the fact. I feel that way during the fact. I feel like, why do we have to get to that point? Why can't you just say, all right, after the game, let me just try to talk to him after the game?
Okay, but do you understand why I already felt disrespected? Why I felt like
we could have cleared all of that up.
You wanted me
to all of that.
Okay, but if that's the fact, why do I have to always be the one to be the bigger person and be like,
it's not being the
no, Raymond, listen, hear me out. Why do I always have to be the person that has to be the big person and set me on the next level? You understand what I'm saying? Why do I have to be the person to sit here and say, okay, Shanae, he's ignoring because he's watching the game, so just talk to him after the game? Why do I have to set myself back? Why can't you just be like, Shanae, listen, the game is on. Can we, I'm gonna get with you after the game? Or, hey, after this go off, like how you've been doing, hey, babe, like, after this, cool, stop playing the game. You could just be like, babe, can I watch the game? And then, after this, like, I'm
because I know you're a sensitive person, and me saying that, I feel like I might not say that the right way, and you might not take it the right way.
But you've been saying it the right way. When it comes down to us doing stuff, you have no problem any other time saying, hey, babe, after this, or babe, I got one more game to get in, and then it's me. You don't have no problem doing that. So what was so different in that moment that you could do that?
Because sometimes if I feel like you're in a certain mood or whatever, and I can like sense it, it'll make me take a step back.
So if you sense that I was in the mood, why did you continue to ignore me rather than saying, babe, listen, I know you want to talk,
because my brain was multitasking. Like, when I'm watching a live event, it's hard for me to focus on a lot of things around me. That's why if I'm watching a live game that I care about, like a Lakers game, I'm not playing the game too, because I can't focus on both, because this is a live game. So it's like, it's hard for me to focus on what's going on with you right now. I know that you're right here. You're not going nowhere. The game's going off in a minute. We can talk about whatever we need to talk about. We can clear whatever up that we need to talk about. Just right now, I just can't really focus on that right now.
But you understand where I say that, okay, I wasn't looking at it that way, because we were just talking during the same game about your stuff. You initiated, you opened up a conversation to me about your stuff during that same game. So I didn't think that was a problem that I was talking to you during that same game. You understand what I'm saying?
Trying to pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
If I was watching the game,
from the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's complete.
Like, we talked about
the 2-point conversion is successful.
You can't fault me for doing the same thing that you did at the same time that you did in the same moment that you did. You understand what I'm saying?
So I'm saying, do you really think that that's something that I wanted to talk about, like, during the game? Like,
babe, you talked to me about all your stuff during that same game. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see it to be an issue that we were having a conversation. So I'm like, okay, he's telling me about his day. I'm telling him about my day. We're talking about our days. To me, it's just general, normal conversation. I'm not thinking about what you're thinking about.
The Baltimore offense at the line,
because
set to get
during
going.
that same game, you and the shit.
What I'm talking about
you get what
I understand what you're saying, but
okay, so that's
no, I understand what you're saying.
But I don't think that you do
no,
because you keep saying that I should have waited until after the game. I'm not thinking it's an issue that I'm talking to you during the game that you was talking to me during.
No, I'm saying, like, if we airing out grievances, like, you made it a point to that the reason why you was upset about a couple of things was the reason, like, when I woke up and I hadn't said anything, and you was letting
that could have waited. But see, the thing, that's a whole nother conversation. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. You asked me what was my problem, and I told you my answer.
No, the whole conversation stemmed off of that. That's what I'm saying.
The conversation stemmed off of you asking me a question, and I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that when you brought that up and we were discussing it, and then we started to get, you know what I'm saying, a little heated or whatever, and that, like, all of that could have just waited. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you went downstairs.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no.
I'm saying before we even got to that point, so none of that even happened. When we got right here and we was just upset and all of that, before we even got there, but in the inception, all of that could have waited. That's all I'm saying.
What part could have waited?
All of it could have waited.
Don't yell at me.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to let you.
Because I'm asking for clarification.
There's no reason.
No, I'm asking you at what point, because
at what point?
Like, I was quiet, and then I asked you to take the tacos downstairs. I made my little smart remark, and then that's when you asked me what you asked me, and I gave you my answer. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. So what are you saying could have waited? Because you could have just not asked me the question.
Everything after that could have waited.
Okay, so everything after that was you took okay, that's what you said about. Okay, boom. Well, like you got upset and went in the bathroom.
Right, I'm not talking about none of that. After that, none of that does not matter.
No, that does matter, because what I'm saying is before that, you're saying all of that could have waited. You could have just not asked me the question. That's where it all escalated from. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. And then, after I gave you my answer, you came back upstairs, and you said what you said, I said what I said, you went in the bathroom. Then after you came out the bathroom, you went downstairs. And then that's when I addressed you again. So what could have waited? All of it could have waited. But do you understand that you asked me a question, I gave you an answer? So I'm trying to understand your thoughts right now. I'm trying to understand what could have waited.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right.
You're confused again. I'm confused all the way around the board with what you just said to me. Because I don't understand. Like,
maybe his bench was.
Here's Sam Cook now.
Out of this whole thing, it's like I'm supposed to be a mind reader. That's not fair. That's not fair. Like, now I'm supposed to be reading your mind, and that's not fair.
That's a 48.
Yeah, I am, because you're not telling me nothing.
To 3 on the return.
And the Browns will take over first and 10. I can't really even make it.
No, like, maybe reword it so I could get clarification on what you mean. Because if somebody asks you a question, you're gonna give them an answer, right? Like, you asked me a question, so was I supposed to wait to give you an answer?
Drive about to get started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to
but
see
it's
how
not
they
just
decide
one
to do
person's
it.
fault.
They want
It
to be
takes two.
methodical,
And I own
take the
that.
big strike and go after it right now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he spins past him and into space. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in.
Like I said, I just feel like that when we get into these type of situations, it's like, you know, I feel like I'm always in the hot seat. I'm always in the seat for what I need to change. Just standing there, and then what I take from our conversations, I actually utilize. I actually start to change. I'm getting the help that I'm getting for myself. I'm going back to therapy. I'm taking my medications. I'm doing my part.
Austin Seibert on for the
so if I'm
extra
waking up every day
point.
thinking that I'm doing my part, for you to sit back and scream at me, this is the first bad day for you, that hurt my feelings. Because I think every day I'm getting up and I'm doing my part and I'm making you happy.
Because it's so hard for me to understand how a person cannot see that the way they talking to somebody is disrespectful. That's hard.
When I realized it, Raymond, I addressed it. Raymond, you cannot say that when you can't say that when I realized that I don't address it. You can't say that.
That's a hard concept for me to grasp. Is all I'm saying.
And I get that that's what you're saying.
Like
but
me?
I can't take what you're saying and apply that to me. And when I know that I'm being disrespectful, I address that I'm being disrespectful and I apologize for it. I can't apply that phrase to me. Because I'm doing what I know is right. And I know when I'm being disrespectful. But if you take a gesture that I do or something that I say and take it as disrespectful, how am I supposed to know that you're taking it as disrespectful if you're not letting me know that? So I'm not thinking it as disrespectful. Because I'm just saying what I say. Yes, I make facial expressions. And then you know when I'm joking and when I'm not. I feel like you say you know me so well. So you know when I'm joking and you know when I'm serious. So in those moments where I'm serious, if I say something, you need to address it to me if I don't say nothing, because you know me. You know when I'm being disrespectful, and when I realize I'm being disrespectful, I acknowledge it and I apologize to you. You know me. That's not fair, because I show you that I care by acknowledging when I'm being disrespectful. I apologize.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some
You can't take that from me.
I just feel like
you're using the wrong words for me right now.
I feel like it just goes on so often. It's like
as we come up on a big third down.
I don't bring it up every time. It's just like I feel like you know and you just don't care because you feel how you feel. Like if you're making a certain face and you saying whatever you're saying, like that's how you feel. Like,
so I've done that in serious moments. Since I've since I've been working on me.
You've done that in little moments where I think it's insignificant and I just brush it off.
Raymond, well, first of all, we already put this in the air. You think that a lot of things are insignificant that I don't think is insignificant. So that's a whole nother conversation.
No, I'm talking about, it could be anything, talking about food or whatever, talking about getting something to eat, talking about going downstairs, talking about going outside.
That's a serious thing. That's a serious thing, because when we're talking about food, I'm like, okay, well, you figure out what we're going to eat.
Even if it's not food, it could be something that's not serious.
Okay.
It's food.
Raymond, so give me what I'm asking you for.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands.
In a serious moment, or in a non-serious moment, have I done that and not addressed when I knew I was being disrespectful? I cannot say sorry for something that, okay, you're looking, that you gotta say what you just said, apply that to me also. Some things, my facial expression may be insignificant to me because it's just like, all right, whatever. Like, I always make facial expressions. I'm a dramatic person. My facial expressions are dramatic. I talk with my hands. So, okay, if we're sitting here talking and if something bothers you, fucking tell me.
They run it again with him.
I told you that's my fault for not addressing it. I've already.
So my relationship is the end, and I get to use my family with some shit that I'm supposed to be a second about. Okay, cool. Like if that's fair to you, then it's fair. That's not fair.
With fourth down coming up, they'll run for it with him.
I don't like it either.
And he will have a first down as they
what don't you like?
Because then you take it there. You take it there, but it's just like.
Alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So it's Raven football here as we
It is frustrating. It's frustrating for you,
Because what?
and it's frustrating
Why
for
should
me
I have
also.
to point out every time that I feel like you're being disrespectful to me and you're coming at me with a certain tone when you're coming at me with the tone? You're the person that originated. You're the person that decided to put that face on. You're the person that decided to do a certain hand gesture. Like,
and
why,
in those moments, Raymond, even that day with the instant situation, I was already frustrated behind like cleaning up and stuff. So did I not grab you and apologize in your face? And did you not say that you forgave me? So then act like it. Like, that's my thing. When I know that I'm being disrespectful, I come back and tell you sorry.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
So if I'm thinking that I'm doing it right, and you leading me to believe that I'm doing it right, that's why I'm struggling to figure out where I went wrong right now.
It's like you're on the right path, but it's like you step off for a second. Like every now and then, like it's not even every now and then. It's like on a regular daily basis. It's good and there's bad. It's good and there's bad, and there's great and there's bad. And it's like you taking the right steps, but it's like you're still doing all the wrong things. It's still being done, but you're just adding a lot of good stuff in there too to like mix it up. But all the bad stuff is still sticking out to me like a sore thumb because of the contrast. It could be good, and then it's bad. And it's just like it throws me off.
And like I understand that, but you don't think that I feel the same?
You probably do.
And I do because I still see a lot of things that bother me. But if I said, okay, I'm just gonna accept it, then I gotta treat you like how I told you. I said I accept. I gotta treat you like I accept you. If I say I forgive you, I have to treat you like I forgive you.
Yeah, but I can't walk around with an okay face on all the time.
And I can't either. And I can't either. But in the same sense, it's like you're sitting here and you're telling me things that you don't tell me in the moment. I'm an in the moment type of person. So like if I do something in the moment and it bothers somebody, I want them to tell me in that moment, like, listen, shouldn't you bother me? Because I give people the respect that I want. I treat people how I want to treat. And I expect that. I do expect that. I don't expect for everybody to be able to communicate the way I communicate, but I do expect people to meet me halfway. And I feel like with this, like I'm not being met halfway with you covering up what makes you feel some type of way, because I'm responsible for something that I don't know I'm responsible for. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand that, but I got a problem with that because you have to be responsible for your words.
I understand that, and I am responsible for my words. When I realize that I do something wrong, Raymond, I apologize. So I take responsibility for my shit. You understand what I'm saying? I take responsibility for my shit. But you not telling me something, right? But that's just like you, Raymond. That's just like you. Like just a week ago, you back liking the stuff that I don't want you liking. Like I see things because we follow some of the same people. It's not because I'm watching you. I'm not watching you. I'm not in your stuff. I'm not going through your phone. I'm not in your stuff. You know that.
The Baltimore offense at the line to get going. One possession game.
I'm addressing it. No, but I'm saying, like, I'm just relating that. Okay, Raymond, and that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Because it's like, you can say something, but then when I turn around and now I'm giving you examples of how I feel the same, you don't like it. Just because it's
like I'm doing something, am I doing something wrong? What have I done?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not thinking that I'm doing nothing wrong when you're not telling me that I'm doing something wrong. So I'm not acknowledging what I said that I'm just going to accept. I'm not acknowledging that you're doing the stuff that I don't like, but it don't take the fact that you're doing something that I don't like. Just the same as if I'm apologizing to you when I realize that I'm doing something wrong, that's not taking away that when I say something that you're not acknowledging that I'm doing something wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Stop one-siding me because that's what you just did. And that's what I don't like. It's like you can sit here and you can tell me everything that you're feeling, but then when I acknowledge something and I tell you and I use an example, like something that I just saw a week ago, I'm not bringing it to your attention then. Why am I bringing it up now? Because it needs to be brought up now so I can show you, Raymond, you're not the only person feeling what you're feeling. But I'm not taking that out on you. I don't get mad when I see things that I don't like. I don't get mad about it no more. I don't get mad and it ruins my whole day and I'm picking fights with you. I don't do that no more.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That's what I mean by I'm getting up every day thinking that, okay, Shanae, it's a new day, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. So now that we sit here in these conversations and you're telling me how much I've been doing wrong, but you acknowledge that I've been doing right, and you're saying thank you, and you're treating me like everything is cool, what else am I supposed to get from that?
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Jackson now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Still got to be careful of a blocked return here on the extra point. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.